Hi, and welcome to the You Can't Save Anyone podcast. I'm Suwon Weaver, and this is Yoshihara. We're two comedians.
How was your week? Do you have shows?
I just doing flashback.
Oh, nice.
But yeah.
They have shows on the weekend?
Yeah. They have weekend shows like 4 to 6 shows.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
You know what? You should let me know, and then if I'm not doing anything, I'll come support. But you know, something like that.
Yeah. The Sunday is usually flashback show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. What was the worst breakup you've ever had?
Worst breakup. I mean, I'd have to say certainly being married and then having to pay alimony.
No, that's right.
That wins, you know. I think if you have to pay, like I ended up paying like $22,000 total.
Wow.
Yeah, like if I counted like shipping, like he had a car that didn't work. It was a guy, a man with a penis.
Yeah.
He had a car that didn't work. I shipped that to him. I stuffed it with all of his porn and then like stuff I found, and then his clothes and just leftover stuff. And then I shipped it. It didn't even run, and it shipped it to Connecticut in the middle of winter.
The car didn't even run?
It didn't even run, and it was an old car from the 70s, like a Chevy Impala from the 70s. Because he was like so weird about stuff like that. Like
and he wanted the broken car back.
Well, that's how he always was.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was like a sometimes people would use it for undercover cops. Like police would use it to drive around neighborhoods undercover
with a shitty car.
With a kind of shitty car, yeah. But it's an Impala, so it runs good. Like when they're good, they're good.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow. 22,000?
About.
Wait, so you have to pay alimony, you said a year and a half, you said?
Yeah, it lasted about a year and a half. It would have been shorter time if I would have paid more money.
Wait, but I don't know how does it work. So how long you guys were married?
We were only married a year and a half, I think.
Oh, that's why you have to pay. I mean,
so really, I would only have to pay like 8 months technically.
Technically.
And I have to pay a bigger amount, and they base it on your salary. So they just base it on percentages of your salary.
But so the length of the length you have to pay is determine how long you guys were together, or?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank God we were only married a year and a half.
Yeah. If you guys were together for 10 years, imagine.
Yeah, it could have been really bad. It could have been. I think he definitely thought he was going to make more money off of me because we were together on and off for many different times. So he thought he could add that, and the court doesn't allow that. It's just the time you were married.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God is right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm so happy. Like that's when I started all my spiritual practice, and my spiritual healer, one person said, you know, you don't really seem happy. You can file for a divorce. And I was like,
oh, why did I thought about that?
Because I was just trying to repair the relationship all the time. You know,
so the teacher gave you the light of the idea.
And he even said, like, it's nothing to do with me. This is 100% your choice. They don't want responsibility, you know?
Yeah. Hey, but yeah, he let you, yeah, to the better, yeah.
Yeah, just a
See,
little.
this is why, spirituality is
Yeah,
it's
that's why.
great.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, good. Yeah.
What about you?
Maybe, yeah, maybe the divorce. Yeah,
Divorce.
yeah, yeah. I tried to. I wanted to get divorced, but he didn't want to get divorced. So literally, my friend, she drove me to his my ex's parents' house. At that time we were separating, and he was living with his parent, and my friend drove me to that city, and she just got her driver's license. So but she was like, "Yeah, I will take you to the your ex and the husband and just get him sign it." I said, "Okay."
Nice.
Yeah, and it was hard. It's also like, green card and all that stuff. And yeah, I didn't really care about that at that point. But yeah, yeah, this is crazy. He has to he insisted that okay, he wants to give help me to get a green card. And then we had interview already up. We had a schedule to have an interview with the Homeland Security. So but he at that time when we had an interview, he was in a rehab center.
Oh,
So if you're in a rehab center, you can't leave for the time you stay. But he cried to counselor. Yeah. And the counselor was like, okay, I'll make an exception and I drive you to the interview. So he came with us and waited. And yeah,
well, that's probably good. I mean, that you did that.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, so yeah, I tried to get divorced before or green card. My green card came was approved.
That's so smart.
Yeah, that's how I didn't care. If
Right.
yeah, I didn't marry for green card, you know what I mean? If I have to go back, I would. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so smart. That's so good.
Yeah.
You have to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And that's like, why was I married? I don't have kids. I don't have
Hmm.
to stay. Even my ex like the one that we broke up during the pandemic, what do I need to stay in this miserable relationship for?
Yeah.
Like,
Why?
we don't have anything. So go away. Go.
Go.
Go. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Okay. Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of people who take advantage of other people.
Hmm.
Over it.
Yeah. And then the always it's always they try to get free money and like just
Yeah.
fucking work. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Just get a life.
Yeah.
I'm not your mother. I don't need to do anything. I can just,
Yeah.
I'm over it.
All right. Yeah. And then it's to me, it's so weird to me. Like he didn't mind take money from me, but he didn't want to take social like welfare money.
Right. But you can be the welfare.
Yeah.
You're the government.
Yeah. He used me as a welfare. Like I'm
So wrong.
so he thought he can get away with it, but yeah.
You know, the movie The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
So like Oz is the snake oil salesman.
Oh.
You know that, right? Like the movie is like in the beginning, there's like the salesman traveling through town, and it's like it's an old tale, right? It's like a old cautionary tale of like the salesman comes through, he acts all nice and charming, but he's just selling you fake stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he's Oz in the end.
Oh.
That's the story, is like they all did it on their own. He says, I'm going to give you a heart, I'm going to give you this. He didn't give anybody anything. They all did it on themselves. They just had to
Mm.
believe in themselves.
Wow.
This is a good story. Yeah, so that's the story of Wizard of Oz. And like I feel like Trump is this traveling salesman trying to sell everybody snake oil, and they all think that this secret wizard is going to give them their happiness.
Mm.
And he's not going to give anybody anything. He's just taking everything for himself.
Yeah.
Like the Oz, except that people have to realize it on their own.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like this is
Yeah.
like what's happening?
Okay, wait. So maybe Trump is the front face, the big face,
Yes.
and Elon Musk is the one in the
Yeah.
guy behind.
Yeah, exactly. He's pulling the strings. Yes,
Yeah.
totally. He's the
Yeah.
puppet master.
Yeah.
On the Wizard of Oz, they kind of make it like, oh, the salesman was kind of like sweet or whatever. You don't get the feeling of like this guy is evil.
Ah.
Like right in the Wizard of Oz, they don't make it so dark. But if you really look at it, that's
Yeah.
the darkness is there.
Yeah. Super dark.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know like why people we need to go through this like lessons, these really hard lessons.
Yeah.
Like people are gonna keep suffering.
Yeah. I've been told that, for the spiritual thing, we're here to kind of learning things, suffering, and learn things in this earth. Yeah, on this earth. Yeah, it's crazy though. But it's, I don't know. Some people like Trump get to have a long life and all and he can get his way of so many things. Like, and then when we see like nice people get screwed over, what we're supposed to learn? Like, if you're nice, you get screwed over. So don't be nice. I don't know.
No, no, I don't think that's the lesson. I really don't.
No, but it's like, yeah, life is not fair.
No, it's not fair at all.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like so many people that got screwed over, I don't know, like they're somehow the Democrats, I feel like why didn't the Democrats use the most smartest minds in marketing? Like,
Mm,
didn't use smart people for marketing.
yeah,
It's marketing they missed out.
exactly. But also, um, like we saw the video that Trump said, and he admitted they rigged the election. Like, I think marketing is one thing, and also Elon Musk in the behind, and he used the technology to make that election, you know, rigged. So,
They use technology, but you know what? It's like the technology comes from the people who have the ideas to do it.
mhm.
You know what I mean? Like they definitely use technology, but then why aren't the Democrats, why don't they know already it's happening? Because we
Mm,
all knew it's like it was obvious that we all knew it's going to happen.
Mm.
And like we knew, I felt like I knew, but I'm just over here, a comedian
Yeah.
without a college degree. But it seems so obvious.
Yeah.
So then, like, how come, like, Kamala, they know it, but then they just what, ignore it?
Yeah, they should have, they really should have like more be ready for their, yeah.
Like, I don't understand how, like, even Hillary, like, okay, she made some bad mistakes. Like, they didn't use Facebook, when the Facebook
Mm.
came and said, hey, do we want to, you want to use us? She was like, no, we're good.
Oh,
Yeah. And so then, of course, Trump and they all used social media very wisely. And
yeah.
Hillary's team thought she was too good for it.
Yeah, and yeah, also Kamala, she didn't go to Joe Rogan's podcast.
Right.
Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a huge mistake, I
What
think.
an idiot. Like, how do you say no to millions of viewers?
Mm.
It would be so like, it'd be like, hey, Suwon, do you want to do a commercial? And then I would be like, no, I'm doing stand up. Yes, I would like to be on a commercial. Like if you go, you don't say no.
And also, crazy thing is, so when I was in Japan last winter and then visiting this Japanese guy, he was, I think he was running for mayor, and for the second time, because, but they all know he was abusing his employees. Two of them committed suicide. Two. And then, and but they use the Trump's tactic. They use social media. They faked the videos, and then the marketing team did you know, I don't know, they hired her, I don't know, but this high school girl, she was uh run to the mayor and they said, thank you so much for helping our school is getting so much better because of you. And in those kind of video, they fed to people, and even though he was a horrible boss and abused so many of his employees, and then but it's all people's mind is gone, and then he got reelected because of social media. He used exactly Trump did, and he won.
And I feel like, especially in Japan, they're like really into if you bring shame onto yourself, you kill yourself. Like
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
really like, they don't go for that.
We don't go and kill everybody. Go out. Yeah.
Kill yourself.
Himself, yes. Blame blame themselves.
I remember there was a guy in Japan that like his son didn't want to be a sumo wrestler. Do you know about this?
Oh.
I think it only happened a couple of years ago. His son didn't want to be a sumo wrestler. He didn't want to do it, but the dad was pushing him and pushing him. And when he went to the school for sumo, like
Oh.
the kids abused him. And I think the kid ended up killing himself. And then the father was so ashamed and he killed himself.
Oh.
It's so sad. It's so tragic. But you know what? Like, at least the dad could see he did it something wrong.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I admit that.
Oh shit.
But I'm so as a parent, he pushed his son even though he said he doesn't want to do it. That's those Asian parents.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So I don't know who has to kill themselves today, but
Yeah.
there's probably a lot of people.
Yeah, I know there's, yeah, also I remember the the school, Korean, he's a school principal. He organized the school trip for the students. That high school kids goes to the trip, right? And then he organized the cruise trip, and the 300 kids were on the cruise ship, and then the cruise ship sank, and then all 300 kids died, and the principal felt so bad, and he felt the responsibility, and he killed himself too. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to kill themselves today.
Responsibility.
Responsibility for this bullshit.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, marketing is so powerful. I can't even imagine how the Democrats screwed up so bad that they let
Yeah.
it happen.
I also, when they did something suspicious, they should have just been on it. They should have.
They
Yeah,
have to be stronger than the way they've been. It's been too weak. They're like my acting teacher saying I'm too soft. They're too
yeah.
soft.
How many years ago is? Oh, it's a long. Must be a long time ago. When you went to, yeah, we went to same acting school, and then yeah, I know the teacher.
Right? Maybe it was 2010,
Oh.
something like that.
And also, I think um, when we Asian women, we get stronger when we get older.
Right, for sure. Yes.
All those years of like suppressed, we have to be submissive, submissive, and fuck you, we can't take it anymore.
That's right. That's it. It's over.
It's over. Hit the menopause and done. We don't give a fuck anymore.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's no room. There's no
No.
room.
Yeah.
I just wish I would have been more like this when I was younger. I would have had it been
Me too.
yeah. But would have been a happier person.
Yeah. I wish I didn't give a fuck when I was younger.
Yeah. But here we are. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
We live until 120, so we have a long way to go.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not even a half. So,
Yeah, that's right. This is not even middle age because
yeah. Yeah.
perfect.
Yes. Yeah. That's a good thing about being Asian.
Yeah. That's I know because I do see sometimes like for dating, if I look at women that are my age,
Mhm.
they definitely look older.
Mm.
White women.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible to say. I don't know. Maybe I should cut that out.
But it's true.
It's true.
And they know it. They know they age faster.
Yes.
They know.
That's why they say black don't crack
Mm.
and it's Asian don't raisin. And beige don't age. That's the thing.
Yeah. I
So,
think, but white people have like good years when they were younger, and
oh,
you know,
yes. All the hotness comes
yes,
early.
already,
Yeah.
and yeah,
We have hotness later.
later, yeah,
That's a good point.
yeah.
That's true.
Mhm.
Although when I look at my old pictures of myself when I was younger, I was like, oh, it's so cute. I didn't even know it.
Yeah, I mean, me neither. But I never had the age that, yeah, I never really wear a lot of makeup or dress sexy, so I never had that, like, you know, sexy period.
Yeah, I never really did sexy. Like, not like, but I mean, I wore stuff like I thought I looked hot, but not like the way girls look sexy. I never wore like low cut
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that's just not my style. I don't
Yeah,
like.
it was not my style either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, I thought I looked good.
I think I didn't really care. I still don't. I still don't how people like, see me, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Well, that's for the best.
And then one thing I love about America is like I can go to a store in my pajama. So
Yeah, that's true.
I can go to the supermarket in my pajamas. Nobody cares, you know?
Yeah, nobody's even looking.
Nobody, yeah. But in Japan, I think in Asia, no way. I think maybe East Coast too. Like you have to dress nice or a certain, you know, in public, nice in public.
I think that's true. I went to Hong Kong one time, and it was in the 90s, like when grunge was really popular, and I went for fashion, and
Mm-hmm.
I wore like what I thought was cool, cool outfit. But
Hmm.
my boss was really embarrassed because it wasn't like upscale. It was like funky cool. But it
Oh,
wasn't like it didn't look expensive, you know.
oh,
It just was more grunge. And so he was really embarrassed to be around me. Yeah, and he made some comments about how I looked. I don't even remember. He was such a dick. And then a friend that I was with, I ended up because I didn't want to stay in the same hotel with my boss. I ended up staying with her in another hotel. She was on a separate trip. And then she let me borrow her clothes because I was with her. And then the next day I came like really dressed nice because she had like a little more dressed up clothes. She had been there
uh-huh.
before. And then he was like, ooh. And I was just like,
Wow.
I don't, like you said, I don't like to play with what other people think. I want to do what I think is right.
Yeah.
I didn't care. But I understand, like, oh, we were in Hong Kong. It's a kind of a different vibe. But
Yeah. The culture too, it's a part of their culture. You have to dress in a certain way.
I think he said I look like a homeless person.
In Hong Kong, you know, and then me too, I think. Maybe I'm sure if we go Hong Kong, we dress like homeless people. Yeah. Oh, poor ladies, you know.
Yeah. So homeless in Hong
Yeah.
Kong. Ugh, worst.
Yeah.
People are the worst. Why do they care what someone else wears?
Yeah, that's everything in Asia. Everything is nothing is like your business is everybody's business.
Well,
Yeah.
they need to get a life.
But that's how they, police each other. So they behave in public.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess there's something okay.
Yeah, it's always cons and pros. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. In every situation. Yeah.
Yeah.